Mysterious captured cryptid fish that disappeared into history. The oceans of our world are a vast, untapped trove of new species lurking in the briny depths, the likes of which we have only begun to uncover. It never ceases to amaze the fantastic creatures that have been brought up into the light from the inky darkness of the abyss, yet looking into old newspaper accounts it seems there have been rather sensational, groundbreaking discoveries of new sea creatures that have, well, just seemed to have fallen off the map. As an intrepid researcher of the unexplained, I spend quite a large amount of time perusing newspaper archives looking for interesting topics, and one that I have uncovered is the surprising amount of inexplicable creatures that have been pulled up from the watery depths of our seas, sometimes even claimed to have been exhibited and examined, yet which have ultimately melted away into obscurity and the relentless passage of time, to slip away through the cracks of history. Here are some of the weirder that I have found. A very curious fish of some type was apparently hauled up off the coast of Honolulu, Hawaii on September 20, 1905. According to a news report in the San Francisco Call, Volume 98, Number 119, a Japanese fisherman was in for a surprise when he caught what went on to be called the frogfish. The creature in question was described as having gills and fins just as a fish would have, but also possessing 4 well-developed legs and feet complete with toenails. According to the report, the bizarre creature was put on display at the aquarium in Waikiki, but that no one who has viewed it has been able to identify it as belonging to any recognized family of fishes. What could this fish have possibly been, and what happened to the specimen that was supposedly on display at the aquarium? No one really seems to know. Something stranger still turned up in the May 22, 1912 edition of the same newspaper. According to the report, a fisherman named Steve Gallo was fishing in Southern California off the coast of San Diego when he pulled up in a net what must have looked like some beast from another planet. The deeply bizarre fish was said to be 2 feet long, supposedly had 8 legs, and purportedly barked like a dog. The creature was put into an improvised tank and brought to San Diego, where it was reportedly led around the wharf by a rope tied around its neck, just as a dog might be, as hundreds of curious onlookers gawked at the unusual sight. The original news report would say of the creature thus: "The strange, unclassified creature has teeth like a canine and gills and dorsal fins, as well as scales like a fish. It is 2 feet in length and slender. The feet are without nails and covered with soft fur. It will not eat meat, but this afternoon eagerly devoured raw potatoes whole and seemed fond of seaweed. It ate out of Gallo's hand, but could not remain out of water long." The whole surreal story ends proclaiming that the fish was going to be examined by a Dr. Ritter of the biological station at La Jolla, and that it would be put on display if it survived its ordeal, but then there is no further word on what happened to it or what it was, at least that I have been able to locate. It is yet another frustrating case of an obviously new species, in this case something seemingly quite unlike any other fish out there, with an actual physical specimen in hand, that has just sort of faded away into obscurity, lost to the tides of history. One wonders just what in the world kind of barking, furry-footed sea creature they had walking along like a dog on leash on 8 legs eating whole potatoes out of people's hands, and what became of it. It seems to me that someone, somewhere, would have recognized the importance of such an extraordinary find, but no further mention of it. Another monster of the deep was allegedly captured on December 6, 1919, when several newspapers reported on a massive fish of some sort found by a city official of Venice, California named Frank Benedict on the beach. Described as being composed of mostly mouth, head and tail, the creature was said to be 9 feet in length, with 4 rows of jagged teeth set within huge jaws, and eyes the size of dinner plates. All in all, the creature was described as looking like an enormous tadpole. What was it? Where did its body go? Why didn't anyone do a more thorough examination? Who knows? Even larger than this was a massive, freakish fish that was allegedly caught in 1923 by Captain Charles H. Thump off the coast of Katanning, Western Australia. If the July 18, 1923 report from the Great Southern Herald is to be believed, then this was a creature of truly gigantic dimensions, measuring 45 feet long and 8 feet wide, with a 3-foot-long dorsal fin and weighing approximately 15 tons. It was said to be quite unlike a whale, and is described as a fish with gills.